Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take you back to 2020. The photo you are seeing there, is it familiar to you guys? I know it's familiar to you guys. What comes to your mind whenever you see that particular photo? Power is fluid. On this particular day, Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, and the entire government went to launch some projects at the KWS Academy in Manyani. And from the photo, you can clearly see that when Uhuru Kenyatta landed, the person who received Uhuru Kenyatta, who was the president then, from the plane, was none other than Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who then introduced William Ruto. In strict protocol, the person who ought to have received Uhuru Kenyatta is the Deputy President William Ruto, who was actually present. Then Ruto was supposed then to now introduce the rest. That's normally the procedure. But we saw completely opposite. And from that day, it became very clear to political pundits like myself that the fallout between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto was now complete at that particular time. And for those who follow the politics of the country very closely, you should also have noted that when William Ruto took over, even before he was sworn in as the president, that must have been around September, because the elections were conducted in 8th August. Then in September, William Ruto convened Kenya Kwanza parliamentary group meeting in Naivasha. Oscar Sudi landed in that meeting with military chopper. In fact, I did a comprehensive analysis about that event. And the reason why Oscar Sudi landed in the military chopper was because of the incident which took place in Manyani. Oscar Sudi wanted to pass a message to Fred Matiang'i and to Uhuru Kenyatta that they are no longer in control of military chopper, and that the control of the military chopper was now in the hands of William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government. And there's one thing I've been telling you on this platform, that the fallout between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua is going to be worse than the fallout between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. And I told you, and I still tell you, that it's just a matter of time. It's going to explode. And just a few days ago on this platform, I explained to you guys that it is Rigathi Gachagua who is actually going to bring down William Ruto. And there's no way William Ruto is going to allow Rigathi Gachagua to bring him down without a fight. So after doing my story, NTV also came up with another story, which did not surprise me, because I told you that Rigathi Gachagua had started boycotting William Ruto's event, and told you how he boycotted even the tree planting exercise which was supposed to preside over in Bomet. Now, this is what NTV revealed, which I didn't have. That the main reason why Rigathi Gachagua boycotted going there was because chopper was not made available to him. And I asked myself this simple question. Why would Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, be denied access to chopper when this military chopper is readily available to politicians from Nyanza and leaders from Nyanza? Eli Dewalo is using this chopper anytime. Rayo Molo is using this chopper anytime. Of course, they are senior government officials. But I've also seen the Senator for Kisumu, Tom Ojienda, using the same military chopper. Then why do you think Rigathi Gachagua, who is the Deputy President, was denied access to this military chopper? That's exactly what I want to reveal to you guys on this platform. But first of all, let us listen to what NTV reported, because they had a clear narrative about it.
NTV has reliably learned that the May 10th tree planting event could have been the last stroke that broke the camel's back that is festering unease in UDA. The office of the DP is reported to have reached out to the air transport under the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority to get a plane for the Bomet event, but it is reported that a senior Air Force official indicated that they had orders from above not to release Kenya Air Force choppers to politicians. Then, efforts to secure 2 civilian choppers also hit a snag, with reports that the airline owners demanded upfront payment before they release their planes. According to sources within the presidency, the events of the day asked the deputy president and an exchange ensued. The DP ended up giving the event a wide berth, not even joining his boss in Murang'a.
So in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis. Why probably Rigathi Gachagua was denied access to the chopper. Because nobody can deny Rigathi Gachagua access to the chopper other than the President of the Republic of Kenya. When the office of the Deputy President placed the call, they were told that order from above. So which order without Rigathi Gachagua being informed in advance? But before we get into all those details, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. And you can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. And I want to thank you so much because this week you guys have been amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua was denied access to the military chopper? Of course, in my understanding, if it was a presidential decision, then Rigathi Gachagua ought to have been informed because he's the principal assistant to the president. And I want to imagine the situation, the awkward situation the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua found himself in the moment he was told there was order from above. So for me, the first reason why probably he was denied access is because of the death of General Francis Ogola. When Ogola died, most Kenyans blamed politicians that the only available chopper was the one which crashed. The rest were being used by politicians. In fact, it is alleged that on that particular day, Rigathi Gachagua was using a chopper which Ogola was supposed to use. So I think because of those blame games, because of those excuses, I want to believe that out of good measure, William Ruto decided that military choppers will no longer just be used by politicians, including Rigathi Gachagua. But you know, in this country, we have the National Security Council, where the president sits, the deputy president sits, and other senior officials in the government. So such kind of decisions are normally made at that level. So I don't know whether Rigathi Gachagua participated in those meetings or not. But of course, because this story was reported by NTV, I just want to assume that they conducted thorough investigation. Because for me, if that's the reason, then it was justified. It's just fair for politicians to be denied access to the chopper. That one, I agree with the president if he made that decision. The only point of departure is why he did not inform Rigathi Gachagua. And of course, that confirms the fallout we are talking about. Maybe he tried to inform him, but I don't know. Maybe he was not even receiving his phone call. So that's number one. Number two, the fallout can also be a cause. Because these guys, they're falling out or they're falling out. The question is, why would Ruto deny Rigathi access to the chopper because of the fallout? What was Rigathi Gachagua doing before being denied the access to the chopper? Rigathi Gachagua had already started going across the country. He had held two events, two political rallies, one in Embu, another one in Embu, another one in Kirinyaga. And of course, his message was also very clear, supporting Uhuru Kenyatta, 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling. Something which William Ruto is not supporting. And if the government were to continue availing chopper to him, it was going to mean that he was going to use government resources for his early campaigns. Remember, when Uhuru was the president, he denied William Ruto those privileges, because Ruto also embarked on early campaigns. So the first thing was told, you cannot go and launch projects. The person who will, you can also not go in the name of supervising. The person who will be supervising the government project is none other than Fred Matiang'i. So these things, this world, it rotates just like this thing here. The world rotates just like this thing. So last time Rigathi was here, Uhuru was here, Rigathi was here. Now Ruto is here, Uhuru here, Rigathi is coming somewhere. It's also falling. So Ruto's time is also just coming there. Very interesting. So it's because of the fallout. Number 3, Ruto and his team also wanted to provoke Rigathi Gachagua. Why would they provoke him? To see the extent of his reaction.
Kwa sababu sisi ni wangwana. Sisi kitu hatupendi ni usaliti. Ukitusaliti tutakuchukia. Na yule alisaliti William Ruto na hakuwa mtoto wetu, lakini tukaona ni mbaya kwa sababu hatupendi usaliti. Tukasema huyu mumesaliti huyu. Huyu munaangaisha. Huyu munadharau. Huyu ndio tutainua, ndio tuoneshe nyinyi hatupendi usaliti. Hello. Na mimi nataka nimpongeze Rais William Ruto kwa sababu pia yeye ni muungwana pia. Mimi na William Ruto president wetu. Hello. Hakuna kitu tuliandikania na yeye. Mimi nilimwamini na akatuamini. Tukamwambia rais wetu, wewe tulia. Hakuna kitu tutaandikania na wewe. Wewe ni mtu mzuri na ni Mkristo na ni muungwana. Tutakupatia kura yote ya Mount Kenya. Na wewe ukipita utupatie vyeo, utufanyie kazi. President William Ruto hatukuandikania.
The last time you came for my mother, you remember me telling you. And I told you in front of everybody that this family of Gachagua, we are honest people, we are people of integrity, and we value friendship. And I told you, if other Kenyans will betray you, that betrayal will not come from this family. We don't know betrayal. We are people who are true to friends. And that is why I, with my family, made a conscious decision to stand with you in very difficult circumstances, against all odds, against all pressure, against insurmountable challenges, because we are an honorable family. And I have told our children, I had a meeting with them last night, and I told them, because they are young people, integrity and being faithful to friends is an important ingredient in life. And I have guided these young people. I had a long meeting with them last night, and I told them, as long as they carry the Gachagua family name, they must remain true to friends, they must be honest people, and they must always stand with what they believe in. Your Excellency, in the family meeting last night, when we were discussing you and the role you have played in this family, of holding us, holding our hand, always be there with us, I was given very clear and sufficient instructions by the family that I must serve you with loyalty and dedication. I was told by my family to give back to your support for this family, for your true friendship. In the duties you have given me to assist you in the management of the affairs of this great nation, they told me to work very hard to make sure I ease your work and I assist you to succeed. My family is of the opinion, and rightly so, that electing President William Ruto is not enough. President William Ruto must succeed and turn around this country. So I want to confirm to you, sir, that whatever duties you give me, I'll implement them with military precision. I'll be there and I'll do whatever you tell me to do so that this country that is pregnant with expectation, the people of this country, Your Excellency, have such high hope in your leadership. They have so much expectation. And I know that you must work very hard. And for you to succeed, those of us you have given a responsibility to help you, we must work equally hard. So I want to confirm before my family that I will not let you down. I will do whatever it takes and will be there for you to give you the necessary support so that you are in a position to turn around the economy of this country and restore the dignity of our people. And for that, I ask my family and my people of Hirega to continue praying for me to succeed in helping this great man. Watu ya Mlima Kenya, nichukue nafasi hii.
The only problem is that Rigathi Gachagua reacted furiously. The NTV is reporting that from that moment, Rigathi Gachagua then placed call for other choppers. Maybe the military, maybe some other KWS, you know, the government has several these parastatals. And when the call was placed, they said, okay, one is available, let us Kenya Kwanza. Remember, I just want to take you back. You remember what happened to William Ruto's office? The approval process was so difficult even for getting tea. I don't want to imagine that's already happening for Rigathi Gachagua, that his word cannot just be enough for a chopper to be released that the government is going to pay Deputy President. So they wanted to provoke him. And now they know how he can react, the length he can go. And for me, William Ruto, I think, as much as people say that William Ruto is vengeful, is angry, which is true, but at least between him and Uhuru, there are certain things he was able to hide. William Ruto managed to hide a lot of things. He would go to the rallies in the mountain, his allies would attack Uhuru, but for him, he would hide some of these things. Nobody would know, unless those who are watching this channel, what was really happening between Ruto and Uhuru. In fact, one of my oldest videos, I don't know whether those who are new here can watch it, maybe you could laugh. the growth we've witnessed on this channel. One of my oldest videos where I predicted the fallout between Ruto and Uhuru at those time. I remember there was an event in some Catholic church, I think here in Kisumu, where I think Uhuru then donated some vehicle to the bishop. Ruto was present, but Uhuru sent Rachel Mamu with a speech. So the president was there, then inviting Rachel to read the president's speech. Yeah, those was so early. Even Raila Odinga had not started moving around with Uhuru. If I get the video, I'm actually going to pin it in the comment. So he wants to provoke him. Number 4, it could also be William Ruto's strategy to deny other senior government officials the opportunity to use the military chopper. So Rigathi Gachagua is a collateral damage. If you are a cabinet secretary and you are used to using this military chopper, then the deputy president himself has been denied access. Would you access it? Would you even attempt to make the request? So it could be another strategy of denying those, because at some point, even the military chopper was becoming common in the villages. Just imagine the Kisumu senator coming with a military chopper, even before floods, just to go and park it somewhere along the lake in the name of launching some NYS project. Yeah. So that could be strategy to deny these guys access, so that next time you go and try to order it, you'll be told order from above, no usage. And lastly, it could also be William Ruto's strategy of denying Rigathi Gachagua the opportunity to spend government resources. Government resources. Military chopper is a government resource. The moment the chopper leaves the ground, A lot of expenses are in cant. Just like Ruto was denied access to some of the resources, that is what Ruto is doing to Rigathi. Remember, members of parliament would comfortably attend Rigathi Gachagua's event if they are told, let us meet, we are going to land, we are going to use the military chopper. You saw how Salasia was so happy, was so excited to be in that military chopper with the deputy president. It expresses power, and power normally attracts. William Ruto doesn't want these MPs to be attracted to Rigathi Gachagua by denying him the resources. I don't know whether you agree with me up to that point. If you've agreed with me up to that point, please let me know in the comment. And if there's a point you also don't agree with, please also let me know in the comment section. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.